I got to do things like travel to the Bahamas to spend a day with Sir John Templeton, an 86-year-old billionaire who was probably the greatest international stock picker of the 20th century.
Imagine building a company from scratch, taking every risk, facing sleepless nights, and finally reaching the moment where all your hard work pays off not just in success, but in a life-changing windfall. For many CEOs, that moment comes not from daily operations or revenue growth alone, but from a strategically executed exit. Making your first $100 million isn't about luck, it's about planning, timing, and understanding the hidden rules of business exits that most entrepreneurs never see. Today, we're diving into the secret exit strategies CEOs use to create massive wealth, revealing how the smartest leaders turn their companies into multi-million-dollar payouts. Understanding the power of an exit, most entrepreneurs focus on growth, raising revenue, acquiring customers, and scaling teams. But the real wealth lies in the exit strategy, the plan for how to convert equity, effort, and intellectual property into liquid capital. An exit isn't just selling a company, it's the culmination of years of strategic decisions. CEOs who earn their first $100 million know that every decision, partnership, and pivot is aligned with the end game. The exit becomes the lens through which daily business choices are made, from hiring key executives to product development and market positioning. Without a clear exit strategy, even the most successful companies can leave value on the table. The secret is to build a company not just to survive, but to attract acquirers or investors who are willing to pay top dollar. The early foundations, the foundation of a $100 million exit starts long before a deal is considered. CEOs focus on building scalable systems, defensible products, and strong market positioning. Scalability is crucial. Buyers and investors are not interested in companies that rely on the founder's daily input. They want businesses that can operate and grow independently. This is why early-stage CEOs prioritize operational systems, standard processes, and leadership structures that allow the company to function without their constant involvement. Defensibility is equally important. Companies with proprietary technology, exclusive partnerships, or unique intellectual property command higher valuations. CEOs invest in innovation, patents, or market differentiation to ensure that their company cannot be easily replaced or replicated. Timing the market. One of the most overlooked elements of a successful exit is timing. The difference between a $50 million exit and a $100 million exit often comes down to market conditions, investor appetite, and industry trends. CEOs monitor market dynamics closely. Are competitors growing or faltering? Is demand for your product peaking? Are investors actively seeking opportunities in your sector? Exiting too early may leave money on the table. Waiting too long may expose the company to risk or market saturation. The most successful CEOs align their exit with maximum valuation potential, capitalizing on momentum and timing. Positioning for acquisition. Another secret strategy is positioning the company as an acquisition target. CEOs think like buyers, asking, "Why would someone pay top dollar for my business?" This involves building recurring revenue streams that promise stability, demonstrating consistent growth metrics, creating strategic partnerships or clients that enhance perceived value. Companies with high visibility, strong branding, and a clear market advantage are far more attractive to acquirers. CEOs often restructure operations or highlight key assets to make the business irresistible to investors or larger companies looking to expand. The role of strategic investors. Many CEOs use strategic investors to accelerate growth and increase valuation before an exit. These investors are not just sources of capital, they provide credibility, market insight, and connections that can lead to lucrative acquisition opportunities. Bringing the right investor on board can transform a $30 million company into a $100 million exit candidate. Strategic investors often have their own networks of potential buyers, giving the CEO access to deals that would otherwise be impossible. The secret is knowing which investors add real strategic value versus those who simply provide funding. A well-chosen partner can multiply exit potential exponentially. Preparing the team. A critical, yet often overlooked part of the exit strategy is preparing the internal team. CEOs understand that a company's value is closely tied to its people. Investors or buyers want businesses that are stable, well-run, and capable of growth post-acquisition. This means hiring skilled leadership to manage operations, creating systems that allow the company to scale without founder intervention, ensuring key employees are incentivized to stay through the transition. A company that runs smoothly and retains top talent commands a higher valuation, and makes the exit process less risky and more attractive to buyers. Negotiation tactics. CEOs who make $100 million on their first exit know how to negotiate effectively. Valuation isn't just a number, it's influenced by perception, strategic positioning, and leverage. Negotiation tactics often include emphasizing growth potential and unique market position, creating competitive bidding scenarios with multiple interested buyers, structuring deals to maximize payouts, such as earnouts, equity retention, or performance-based incentives. Effective negotiation requires preparation, patience, and understanding the psychology of buyers. Many entrepreneurs fail not because their company lacks value, but because they undervalue themselves in the negotiation process. Structuring the exit. The structure of the exit is just as important as the valuation. CEOs often employ creative deal structures to maximize personal gain while minimizing risk. Common strategies include cash and stock combinations, ensuring liquidity while participating in future growth. Earnouts, tying part of the payout to performance, which can increase total returns if growth continues post-sale. Partial sales, retaining a stake to benefit from future appreciation or IPO events. By structuring the exit strategically, CEOs turn a single transaction into a multi-million-dollar outcome that compounds over time. Risk management. Even at the exit stage, risk management is critical. CEOs must account for regulatory or legal issues that could reduce value, operational vulnerabilities that could deter buyers, market shifts that affect timing or demand. Contingency planning, due diligence, and scenario analysis are integral to protecting value. The smartest CEOs anticipate challenges before they arise, ensuring that the exit achieves maximum potential rather than being undermined by unforeseen complications. Leveraging media and public perception. Media and perception play a surprisingly powerful role in high-value exits. CEOs often use PR, industry recognition, and strategic announcements to increase visibility and perceived value. High-profile awards, thought leadership, and press coverage signal credibility and market leadership to potential acquirers. When a company is perceived as a leader, buyers are willing to pay a premium for both tangible assets and intangible reputation. In essence, media becomes a tool to amplify valuation and strengthen negotiating power. Case study insights. Look at CEOs who made their first $100 million. Tech founders often time acquisitions strategically after explosive user growth. Consumer brand owners position their companies with strategic partnerships to attract global conglomerates. Software CEOs emphasize recurring revenue and client retention to command premium multiples. Across industries, the pattern is consistent. Strategic planning, operational excellence, and timing drive massive first exits. Psychological preparation. The journey to a $100 million exit isn't just financial, it's psychological. CEOs must be prepared to let go of their creation, manage emotions, and maintain focus on the next opportunity. Attachment to the company can cloud judgment. The best CEOs approach the exit rationally, understanding that liquidity opens doors to new ventures, investments, and wealth-building strategies that would otherwise be impossible. Post-exit strategy. The story doesn't end at the sale. CEOs often employ post-exit strategies to ensure continued wealth growth, diversifying proceeds across multiple asset classes. Investing in startups, real estate, or other high-return ventures, using capital to acquire influence and expand networks for the next venture. A smart exit transforms one successful company into a platform for lifelong wealth creation, not just a one-time windfall. Key lessons. The secret exit strategy for making $100 million can be summarized in several lessons. Think about the exit from day one. Build systems, scalability, and defensibility with the end game in mind. Time the market wisely. Maximize valuation by aligning the exit with industry trends and growth peaks. Strategically structure deals. Consider cash, stock, earnouts, or partial sales to maximize returns. Leverage investors and networks. Strategic partners can amplify value and open doors. Prepare the team and operations. Stability, leadership, and systems increase attractiveness to buyers. Manage perception and PR. Reputation and visibility can drive premium valuations. Plan post-exit growth. A $100 million exit is a foundation for further wealth, not an endpoint. Following these principles, CEOs turn a successful company into a life-changing transaction that opens the door to extraordinary opportunity. The takeaway: making your first $100 million through an exit is not accidental. It's the result of strategic foresight, disciplined execution, and a relentless focus on creating value. The journey involves building a scalable business, managing operations, leveraging investors, timing the market, and negotiating effectively. Every decision along the way is made with the exit in mind. CEOs who succeed don't just grow revenue, they engineer an outcome that converts effort, equity, and vision into real, liquid wealth. The secret is simple. Think like an acquirer, prepare like a strategist, and execute with precision. When done correctly, the first $100 million is just the beginning. The first $100 million is a milestone that changes everything, but it doesn't come from luck. It comes from a methodical, intentional exit strategy. CEOs who reach this level understand that wealth isn't just about running a business, it's about engineering value, leveraging assets, and executing at the right moment. If you want to build extraordinary wealth, study how these leaders approach their exits. Plan meticulously, scale effectively, position strategically, and negotiate relentlessly. The secret exit strategy transforms a company into life-changing wealth, creating freedom, influence, and opportunity that few ever experience. Success isn't just about building, it's about knowing exactly when and how to walk away, turning years of hard work into the ultimate payoff.